Did you just burp?
I thought we would just skip right past it.
Hi, welcome to our channel. I'm Carly, that's Michelle, and we're best friends. New Year's is a time of refresh, of opportunity, of change and growth, if you want it to be. It's a great time to set yourself some new goals and to try to change some things in your life if you feel that that's what you need to do. In today's video, we're going to talk about how we approach New Year's resolutions and what some of our goals for 2023 are going to be. It's just crazy that we're already talking about 2023.
Yeah. I've definitely been someone who would set New Year's resolutions and make it a thing that I had to do. For example, start going to the gym.
Classic resolution.
Read a book. Tasks that needed to be completed. And I think over the last couple years, I've kind of changed my thinking. And it's like, I don't want New Year's to be a thing that I need to do. I want it to be something that makes me better as a person. One of my resolutions for this year is to trust my gut and be confident in the choices that I make. Because, so we got tattoos. You can't see mine right now because I'm wearing a sweater. We got tattoos in October. We've been talking about it for months. And I immediately regretted it. It was, after taking off the Band-Aid, a shock to me. After thinking about it and talking about it with Carly and with David and just realizing that, yeah, of course this was something I wanted to do because we had been talking about it for months. I'm good with the tattoo now. But it's stuff like that. I'll make a choice and then it'll come to fruition and then it's like, oh my god, I've made the wrong choice. Mm-hmm. Immediate regret. So some ways that I plan on trusting my gut more and being more secure in my choices is just practice. And learning and watching myself when I make a choice that I know I'm confident in, and then when it follows through and I'm still confident in, what that looks like and how I feel. Mm-hmm. My third resolution is for my mental health. I get very stressed out when my place is in chaos, i.e. clothes all over the floor, just a messy apartment. My final resolution for 2023 is to pick up at least one thing and put it in its place. Every day. It could be a shoe. I don't have to pick up the other shoe, just one shoe.
I have a similar outlook on resolutions as Michelle does. In the past, I always used it as kind of like a guilt and shame time of year for myself. I haven't been going to the gym. I haven't been eating healthy. I haven't been reading enough. I haven't been whatever, fill in the blank here, throughout this year, and now I need to do it because I'm a horrible person, is how I've always approached New Year's resolutions in the past. And so for many years, I didn't make any sort of resolution because that's how I had always approached them, and I didn't want to feel like crap all the time anymore. Over the last couple of years, I've started to rethink what a New Year's resolution is and how it can be used to help myself grow into a better person. Not that there's anything wrong with me as I am now. I just don't want to stay stagnant. I don't want my life to be status quo. I don't want me to never learn from previous experiences. Mm-hmm. So with those things in mind, my resolutions are similar to Michelle's also in that they are less about do this thing mm-hmm. and more about personal growth and development. That's a little bit harder to quantify then. It's harder to say this is how I'm going to do it, this is how I'm succeeding, which are very important steps when setting a resolution in my mind. Like, if you don't know how you're going to show that you've achieved this to nobody else but yourself, then how will you know and not feel like a failure, right?
Mm-hmm.
My first resolution really is to not worry so much. I am constantly worrying. I worry about the littlest things all the time. I worry about social interactions. I worry about finances. I worry about just, does James hate me at this moment? You know, just like things that everybody worries about and everybody experiences. I just feel like for myself, it's taking away from my personal happiness. I just need to relearn. I need to teach my brain that it's an idiot and it doesn't always have my best interests at heart, and that I need to know how to let that sort of worrying go that doesn't actually have any purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Worry isn't a bad thing.
No.
But it is a little bit like a rocking chair. Gives you something to do, but it doesn't accomplish anything.
Exactly.
Right? So
yeah.
I just need to stop worrying quite so much about everything. My next resolution is a little bit pandemic related. Basically, the first 2.5 years that James and I were in Canada, we did very few things.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't go out. We didn't see people. He's not really seen a lot of like the touristy things that are in the area that we live in. As we've started going out and doing things and seeing places and having these experiences, it's been really good for us. And it's reminded us that, oh yeah, even though we are introverts and we like being at home, there's a whole wide world out there of things to see and experience. And we don't have to do it all in one day, but to take the time to get ourselves out of our house and to focus on doing something fun together with James, or even if it's things I'm doing by myself or doing with friends. I find it hard. I've talked about this before, as an introvert, to go out at night after work because my battery is quite low from interacting with people. So I need to make a conscious effort to go out and do things, go out and see people. And sometimes that is very hard for me. So my goal is once a month at least to do something that I wouldn't have done in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of contrary to that goal, my next goal is to save more money. It's so easy, again, through the pandemic, to just kind of willy-nilly spend money, you know, shopping online, ordering a takeaway, random things that, do I really need them? No, probably not. And James and I are in a living situation that is most likely going to end at the end of June because the person that we're renting from is coming home from abroad. And that means we have to find somewhere new to live. We would much prefer to buy a house, but if you know what's going on in the housing market, especially in Niagara, things are a little crazy right now. So our goal is to save as much money as we can so that we have the option of where to live. Along with that, though, we don't want to just save money to save money. We want to stop spending money on things that are not fruitful. We want to save that money and go and do things together. So it all kind of like fits together. You know, worrying about finances, not doing things because I'm worried about finances. So we save money so that we can do, like, it's just all connected in my brain.
As a life coach, I've learned different strategies to help you attain your goals. One of them being the SMART goal system. So your goal has to be specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and timely. I really want to tell you about WHOOP goals. So it's a wish, what you observe the wish to be, the obstacles that are in your way, and the plan to get there. So, for example, me picking up one thing and putting it in its place, what does that look like? So I wish for my apartment to be tidy.
That's a good wish.
That's a good wish. Ideally, everything is in its place. I can see the floor, that all the counters are clear. That is what the vision is. Obstacles in my way. I don't like to pick up stuff. I'm definitely someone who needs to have someone come over in order to tidy my place. But my plan is to take a picture of what my living room, bedroom, kitchen looks like, absolutely completely clean. And then at the end of the week, I'll refer back to that. And if there's stuff where it's not supposed to be, then I'll put it away, hopefully. And I'll let you know how it goes.
It's kind of what you do in kindergarten classes too. You take a picture of where things are supposed to be.
Oh, okay.
And then you put the picture there so that when it's time to tidy up, kids
That's
go,
smart.
I have this truck. And then they look for the picture of the truck and then the truck goes there.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also helpful for supply teachers who are like, I don't know where anything goes.
Thanks so much for watching our video. Don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel so you get even more content from us.
If you want to see more of our beautiful faces, you can also follow us on Instagram. We post different things there roughly daily that you don't get to see on YouTube.
Thanks so much. Bye.